Hi everyone, I am Joseph Cruz. I am an Inside Systems Engineer at Veeam, and today we are going to talk about how you can get started with Veeam Backup for Azure and what it can do for you. So why is there a need to back up public cloud environments? Isn't all data hosted in the cloud backed up automatically? The answer is not too clear on this at first, but we're going to go over this exact scenario in this presentation today. So here is Microsoft's responsibility matrix. As you can see that as you progress from an on-prem solution to a SaaS solution, the infrastructure becomes more and more Microsoft's responsibility while the data is still the customer's responsibility. So Microsoft is responsible for the infrastructure when it comes to Azure. So they're responsible for the physical data center, physical network, host, operating system, that kind of stuff. While the customer and you are responsible for the data, security settings, accounts, etc. Veeam Backup for Azure allows you to back up and protect your data in the cloud. To make the idea a little less abstract, Veeam Backup for Azure is a lightweight Linux appliance that is deployed to back up your Azure cloud native workloads. So what can Veeam Backup for Azure protect? You can protect Azure VMs, managed disks, Azure SQL, Azure Files, and Azure Blob containers. Recover anywhere. With Veeam Backup for Azure, you can recover workloads from across accounts and regions. With Veeam Backup Replication plugin, you can also perform on-prem restorations of Azure VMs and run them locally within a VMware or Hyper-V environment, and you can create backup copy jobs to store backed up data of Azure VMs in different locations. Security is a hot topic issue, and with Veeam Backup for Azure, you can put your security concerns to rest. Access can be restricted via least privilege, IAM, and role-based access controls. You can keep your backup account isolated from your production account that you are backing up, and your backups can be stored in immutable Azure Blob storage so that way you have extra protection with your data. This diagram here shows how Veeam Backup for Azure and Veeam Backup Replication can work together to protect your cloud-native workloads. So as you can see, there is a workload transport, and that's what's going to be responsible for grabbing the data within the Azure environment through the plugin, and you can go ahead and recover those VMs into that the local on-prem hypervisors such as VMware and Hyper-V, and you can go and perform backup copy jobs of those that Azure VM data and go ahead and store it into another storage medium of your choice. So to kind of recap today's video, so the BAS strategy for public cloud opportunity is that you can perform native backups and recovery of public cloud data. You have flexible storage and restore options, including portable data management with Veeam. And with that cost calculator, you can really optimize your ROI and your cost saving capabilities. In this use case, we are going to discuss public cloud appliances, how to deploy and manage them using the Veeam Service Provider Console. Each appliance, which is configured in the Veeam Service Provider Console, will be deployed through the underlying Veeam Cloud Connect server and can be assigned to specific tenant accounts. On the diagram, you can see how the AWS and Azure workloads and the Veeam components communicate with each other using Veeam-powered services. Thank you for joining us. Have a great day.